What's going on, guys? It's your boy Screw, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys the best shooting tips and the best badges to use in 2K21 to shoot consistently. I know a lot of you guys be struggling out here in the park, the pro am. Man, even if you play the rec, you might be struggling. I understand though. I used to be there myself, man. I used to miss a ton. I used to miss open shots. I used to have my teammates screaming in my ears, "Screw, you got to be hitting those." Trust me, I know it's annoying and I know you guys are looking for a way out of it. You want to get rid of the dry spell. I feel you. So, without further ado, I don't want to hold you for much longer, bro. Let's get in right into these shooting tips. Let's get it. All right, guys, for the first tip, you want to make sure you got your shooting upgraded. Believe it or not, you need to max these out before you shoot consistently. And I know that sounds a little weird, like, oh, screw, I know that, but I'm just making sure you guys aren't out here with a 73 pointer as a play shot, wondering why you missing. And it's like, bro, you gotta upgrade this. So you know what I mean? Just making sure you know that. And I know if you want VC, don't be going to Swag to spend your VC, bro. Like, I know you want the new drip, but trust me, this is more important than your drip. I promise you, your clothes just don't matter in this game, and that's really it. If people are judging you off your clothes, well, congratulations. You better get some better teammates. You feel me? So yeah, max these out, max mid range and 3 point, and maybe your close shot. I'm not sure. I don't use close shot. That's just my preference. I'm more of a spot up shooter, off dribble shooter. I don't really do close shots like that, but it's good to have. So yeah, I recommend maxing this out. Just max out your shooting, and you're good. I really recommend it. Next, you want to make sure you got the right badges on. I have 23 badges. You should have around this much if you're a play shot. All right. So if you a play shot, I really recommend Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter, Hall of Fame Range Extender, Hall of Fame Green Machine, Hall of Fame Volume Shooter, Silver Tireless Shooter, and Bronze Difficult Shots. And if y'all made your build better than mine, which I should have made my build better, you should put on Clutch Shooter on Bronze or Silver. And if you have 25 badges, I would recommend putting on Hot Start or something. Maybe Clutch Shooter Bronze, Hot Start Silver. Play with it, your preference. I would really recommend Clutch Shooter on though. And if you're getting good in the park, put on Hot Start. That is the best badges to play with in the park. If you're 50, put on these badges. It will help a lot, and I promise you that. Flexible release, if you're really struggling so bad, make these gold, but I don't recommend it. But if you're struggling that bad, make all the Hall of Fame badges gold. I wouldn't recommend it though. But if you're that desperate, go ahead. But I really wouldn't recommend it. Flexible release is not that good of a badge if you do not have the badge points for it. It is a very good badge if you have the badge points for it, but it's not worth it if you don't. So, that is another tip for becoming a consistent shooter. All right, next, man, we gonna be checking out my options quickly, man. So I got over the basics. So these are what I run in a normal game. I run vibration on, and I promise you, if you're shooting with shot bar, turn that junk off. It only holds you back. It delays your shot. It makes it feel weird. You get so many full bars. It is useless. Practice in your my core. Practice in my career games, as weird as that sounds. Just don't put it on. Turn it off. Practice with it off. As weird as it feels, it's the exact same jump shot with it on or off. You just get a bigger green window. Shot aiming, I have off. I don't want to pull off some dumb shot, wide left, wide right. Like, I'm just not into that. Don't want to be selling my teammates out here. Pro stick function, keep that on default, please. And this is going to be a key tip for what I'm going to tell you later on in the video. I just keep these on what they are right now. And yeah, those are the settings I use for shooting. All right, guys, the next tip I have for you. This is probably one of the most important tips in the whole video, like just straight out. But don't go out of here quite yet, because you still gonna be inconsistent if you just leave right now. All right, so the base of your jump shot, I cannot stress to you how much that matters. If you out here using, some LeBron James base, I'm not dissing LeBron. I'm just saying 2K made it so that that base ain't good. Don't use Kyrie Irving. That's a weird base to use. It's not good. If you want to be shooting lights out and consistent in the neighborhood, you're using jump shot 98 or you using Dwayne Wade. These are the best bases in the game. And I would recommend 10 out of 10 just using Dwayne Wade or Jump Shot 98. This will get you cash, I promise you. And don't be listening to them YouTubers that be saying the release, like the upper release and the second release matters on your jump shot, because I promise you it's just a visual cue of when to release. It's just visualizers. The base is what really matters. A lot of YouTubers be not saying that and they be tricking people out here. So here is my jump shot. I will show you guys right now. You can take it. It doesn't matter. This will help you shoot really good. So base Dwayne Wade, release 1 Rudy Gay, and release 2 Dwayne Wade. And I know it seems weird at first, but you see right there when my hand locks on the top of my forehead, the moment it locks on there for that split second, you release X, and I promise you 9 times out of 10 it will go in. If you time it right, you get full bars in this game. It happens to me too often. I hate it. Release speed is 3/4 and the animation blending is 70 Rudy Gay and 30 Dwayne Wade. So that is the jump shot that I use. Alright guys, for the next tip I have for you, this is probably the second most important tip in the whole video. That is buying shooting boosts. I cannot stress to you how important these are. I'm only buying one because I usually spend them in a bundle, like in the 10 pack, because you do save more VC from doing that. But I'm going to be purchasing one just for the video, man. But this is so important. Shot boosts. I know you might think, oh, you use shot boosts like for when you're bad. I'm not that bad. I just need to get consistent. But I promise you, man, I thought the exact same thing when I was 50. But bro, these shot boosts make you go crazy. You ain't gonna be missing much more. You make more whites, you get more greens. That's just how it goes. So yeah, buying shot boost is really important. Alright, if you want to be shooting lights out, you better get these. If you're not, you're doing something wrong. And I promise you that. Alright. So yeah, that's another tip for being consistent in NBA 2K21. Shots. Alright guys, for the next tip I have for you is to play in the my court. And I know, big brain move, you gotta play in the my court to be consistent, man. Like, if you're not practicing in the my court, you're just not gonna become good, and that's just a fact, and it's a harsh reality. And I promise you, you gotta invest your time in the my court. It might be boring, I understand. I'll be practicing in here for maybe 30 minutes a day still, just trying to get my shot still consistent, because I promise you, you can lose it. It stays with you, but it doesn't stay with you as good. You can lose it, man. So I promise you, working out in the my court and practicing in the my court is what you need, man. So yeah, the person I usually run it up with in the my court is Kawhi Leonard, man. And bro, I only do that because he's a lockdown. I like having a challenge out here, you know what I'm saying? So a personal workout is definitely the best thing to do in the my court. And the second best thing to do in the my court is to play a 1v1 against your friend. I usually play a my court with a lot of my friends. I love to practice. I love to keep getting better, practice my combos, make sure I got them down, bro. I don't like to miss out here. You gotta make sure that you're doing everything right. And yeah, man, that is a very important tip for shooting consistent. Like, it helps so much. And believe it or not, like, just practicing in the my court can help you play in the neighborhood, bro. It's the exact same thing, but the neighborhood has this slight delay feeling, but it's all good. And the last thing YouTubers don't be telling you, man, is shooting. You gotta shoot off of the right dribble. So what I mean by that is, if you're shooting off of something, like if you're shooting off of something like this, you're just not going to get your shot down. And it's just a fact. If you fade in randomly, if you running up the court and out of nowhere, you just fade, and you're like, oh, my bad, bro, I didn't mean to shoot that. You got to know what to shoot off of. For example, an explosive behind the back. You can shoot off of that if you know how to quick stop off of it. If you know how to just let everything go for 1 second, then you can shoot it from right there when my guy finished the move. You can shoot off of that. The best move to shoot off of is a Curry slide, all right? a curry slide, you get the perfect jump shot. You know, here, let me do one quick. If you do a curry slide, your jump shot timing will be the exact same every single time, and that's a fact. All right. If And I know it might take a little bit of time to get good at greening, and like it just takes practice, man. It's the mic course, so just practice in here. It's good to practice off of the curry side. It's the exact same speed every time. And yeah, getting off the right dribble is the best thing to do when trying to shoot consistent. A lot of people don't be telling you that. Like, if you don't plant your feet and you just shoot randomly, you're just not going to get a good animation. You could accidentally shoot a shot like this, and it's like, oh, I didn't mean to shoot that. Like, you just got to know how to quick stop. And how I personally quick stop is I go to a place and I let everything go for 1 second. So I run, stop, let go of everything for 1 second. That's a quick stop for me. That's how I personally do mine. It works every time. I burn a lot of people in the park. I be burning locks with this. And yeah, it's very important when shooting. You gotta shoot off of the correct dribble. You gotta know, like, even doing a crossover like that behind the back, like that harsh behind the back, like right there, that's a good thing to shoot off of. It can break ankles if you got Hall of Fame ankle breaker, so that's very good. And also, this spin back right there is probably a very good thing to shoot off. Not probably, it is a good thing to shoot off of if you know how to do the move that around, like the spin around move. That is very good to shoot off of. And because it's the exact same thing as a curry slide or a quick stop, it's very good. I really recommend learning a couple dribble moves like these so that you can shoot good. But also, you know what you got to realize when you're shooting? That's a full bar right there. But what you got to realize when you're shooting is, if you're not shooting with confidence, you're not making the shot. And as dumb as that sounds, like, screw it, makes sense. You got to shoot with confidence. Like, I promise you, man, I didn't shoot with confidence for the longest time, and I wasn't hitting my shots. If you ain't confident in what you taking, you just shouldn't really be shooting the ball. Shoot it with confidence or don't shoot it at all. That's my slogan. That's what I go by. And to be a good shooter, you got to know your limitations. You got to know what you can and can't shoot. It is very important to understand that. You got to know what shots you can shoot at what time. And if you want to become a demigod shooter, you feel me? You got to know how to shoot off of fades and stuff, man. If you want to, like, know how to become a good shooter, you got to know how to fade. So these, man, are good tips for shooting consistently whenever and wherever you play, man. If you using all these, you gonna be good. And here's a key tip: if you stay to the end of the video, if you really want to take your game up to the next level, plug in your controller to your Xbox or your PS4 and just play, man. The delay is less, it feels better, and overall you feel your vibration heavier. It feels much stronger, and your shot feels less broke. You know, and if you really can, get your Ethernet up, man. I got Ethernet on my Xbox, so I'm less delayed. I don't lag as much at all. I got my controller plugged into my Xbox, so I don't get delay, bro. And if you have a monitor, that's just a step up. Monitors are important, and you should have a monitor if you want to be the next tier top level guard, man. So those are the tips I have for you, man. I hope you liked the video. If you made it to the end, type loyal in the comments. And overall, if you shoot better, let me know, man. If there's any video you want me to do, like a dribble tutorial, you know, any content you want me to do, man, just let me know in the comments, and I will reply and like your comment, and I might do your idea in the next video. But yeah, man, it's been your boy Screw, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.